Great win. Proud of our team. 4 straight coming out of the bye week now, and thought the guys really played hard. Challenged them to be the most physical team in the stadium. Challenged them to play that style of football to keep the crowd out of it. Mission accomplished. Virginia Tech plays hard, and I knew they wouldn't quit, and they got proud guys, and got to give them credit for their comeback effort there. But 3-score lead, was too much for them to overcome, and I was really proud of the way Brennan played. Played tough, man. Played really hard. Took care of the football. It's fun watching him play like that. I'm just very happy for him. It was great to see KC throw a touchdown. For a freshman to do all the things he's doing, and I thought Robert really called a good game. Coach and I kept him off balance all night. Had a lot of good misdirection going, and it was a good game plan, and the kids executed it really well. Questions?
You got the 5-touchdown stretch, 5 drives in a row with a touchdown. You guys, how's that? Just fun going through that when you're kind of feeling it?
Yeah, we haven't had that really since Marshall, and so it's a great feeling. Builds confidence for the team. I think defensively we got pretty generic with the 3-score lead, and we weren't blitzing a lot, and just kind of playing prevent, and it's really not our style. I think Tony probably would love to heat it back up, but offensively, when you're getting touchdowns and possessing the ball 20 minutes in the first half, it's hard for the other team to catch up. So yeah, it's a good game plan.
This was the team's first time coming up to like a packed, intimidating road venue. Just how do you think they handled that atmosphere?
A+. Yeah, their crowd was taken out of the game. The exception of the kickoff return that they had in the first half, which led to a touchdown for them. Good job by them. But I thought we kept their crowd out of it. We didn't have any false starts due to crowd noise. And a lot of teams, when you watch film, that's not what you see. You see guys over and over and over jumping off sides. And so I thought our kids did a nice job with that.
Dave, what were you able to take advantage of with their defense that led to Brennan, throwing for 200 and running for over 110?
There was just a lot of good misdirection in there. Their eyes, they were moving all over the place. We shifted and got in a lot of different formations, made them use the rules. We broke some tackles. Brennan made some nice throws, and then some of the play designs I thought were really good against how they were trying to defend us.
You mentioned misdirection. Maybe with Robert, is there ever kind of any like mad scientist type moments over the past few weeks when
100%.
Brennan, just how fun is that to see him create this and try to, I wouldn't say from scratch, but to try to rebuild it to where it is now?
He's spinning the dial, as he calls it, and so there's 25 years of calling offense in that man's head, and he goes back to things he did back in the day, things he did at Virginia, things he did at Syracuse, things that we're watching on film, and then plays off of plays. Man, does he do a good job of that. And I thought Robert called a really good game tonight.
On a personal level, I imagine you're really happy for him to after what's been going on.
Yeah, I knew it would take time, and the players have to play well for the coach as well. And when you're dropping passes and false starting all the time like we were in the Duke game, I don't care who's calling plays, they're not going to be very good. And the guys have taken it on their shoulders to play cleaner and play harder and execute, and that helps Robert as a play caller. If we're efficient, man, he can do a lot of good things.
The last time this program won here was back in 2004. Some of your players weren't even alive at that point, which is crazy to think about.
Were you?
I was. I was, actually. I don't know how old, but I was. And, it just feels like the last several weeks they've really broken history in some aspects.
Yeah.
Did you expect this coming into the season?
You never know what to expect. You guys, not just you, media in general, make such a big deal out of preseason, and even the first 3 games, the whole world ends when a team loses. And it's a long season, There's a lot of stuff, and November's the key month. And that's why I get frustrated when you see coaches get fired, before the end of the season. So many things can happen. And I don't know. At this stage in my career, I try not to predict, because there's certain things out of my control that change things. Quarterback injuries change things. Certain personnel players, who would we be without number 10 on offense right now? The fact that we have him playing the way that he is. you just can't predict everything, you know, and I'm just proud of how we've gotten better. We're peaking at the right time, and offense, defense, special teams, all the guys are pitching in, and coaches are doing a good job, and it's going to be a fun rivalry week. We got two good football teams with the same record, I think. Pretty sure. Isn't that accurate? Didn't they lose to Clemson?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so two teams 8-3. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Speaking of getting better, have you seen Armstrong get better of late than he was earlier in the year?
Much better. Yeah. Yeah, it's just having fun. You know, I think he had such a tough year last year, and I think he had such a desire to fix that. And sometimes you press, you know, and I got to be better, and that's not how you play better. Actually, you play better by just doing what the offense needs you to do and letting your skill set be your skill set. If you're a drop back guy, that's what you are. If you're a mobile guy, that's what you are, you know, and Brennan's a little bit of both, and just play the game and play with your teammates and enjoy it, and that's what he's doing now. He's just having fun out there and making plays, and what a great run he had there in the second half.
How much have you seen him as a spark with the team kind of rallying around him the last 2 weeks?
Big spark, you know, and I think the team embraced his journey, you know, his suffering, his pain, and saw just a good teammate. And really, man, did he gain respect in those 4 weeks just being a good teammate after he went through what he did. And then the opportunity came, I think everybody was pulling like, all right, man, let's go. I want to see you succeed. And so that's been cool, you know, to see the team rally around him like that.
Over the past few weeks, you know, Peyton hasn't had to do too much. No, he's not like, you know, trying to make up for other people's mistakes because the defense is playing at such a high level. But when everything goes wrong, he is capable of, you know, cleaning up and, you know, saving a touchdown and stuff like that. How helpful is it to have someone like him?
Yeah, he's a stud, man. I mean, all the accolades he's getting are so deserved. He's earned them. And boy, has he suffered to earn them. You know, physically, the emotions of not playing as many times as he's had to watch. And some players can watch a game and have fun. They're dancing to music. Like, to him, it's depressing to watch a game. Like, he wants to be on the field. And so I'm so happy for him. And yeah, I'm enjoying watching him too. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm taking it in. I'm definitely taking it in because I know he is a generational player. He is.
You had the touchdown right before half. I think it was Concepcion reception, maybe 18 seconds or something.
That was awesome.
Yeah, how big of was that kind of a momentum swing, you think?
Yeah, it was a twofer, as we call it. We scored to close the half, and then we scored to open the half. So that was a two-score swing in the game. For people out there that want to learn, that's a twofer right there. But yeah, so that was fun. But what a great play. You know, they dropped into cover 3 and got a little seam route. Brennan hit him right in stride. KC did the rest, and so that was a really nice play before the half.
And just talk about how important KC's has been to this team's success all season long, too.
Yeah, I mean, he's the most explosive player on offense. He's a spark, for sure. Versatile. Makes up for, you know, things we're missing in the backfield. We had, you know, one player that stopped playing, another player that's injured, and so we've had to fill in. Fill in with the quarterback runs, fill in with receiver runs. And so the creativity in the backfield is working. And I don't know what the stats were, I didn't get them, but felt like we ran the ball pretty effectively tonight.
Do you have an update on Julian Gray? It didn't seem like he was out there tonight.
Yeah, we should have him back next week. He got banged up a little bit in the last game. So we were resting him, didn't think standing around all game would be good for him, but we should have him back.
Isaiah Shirley was a playmaker at tight end in high school. Was he pretty fired up when you came up?
You know, watching their film, there was a lot of explosive runs against them and long edge formations. And we just didn't feel like we had a guy that matched up on their defensive ends. And I said, well, would you take a D lineman? And Robert's like, heck yeah. I'm like, well, he weighs 280. He's like, perfect, you know. And Shirley had done that. And I said, well, let's give him a shot in practice on Tuesday and see how he looks. And very natural. So yeah, that was helpful to have him in there blocking. I'm excited to see the film. It looked like he dented him pretty good.
What does it say about this team that you can take a guy like that or, you know, a guy like Jordan Poole and put him on the offense and let them, you know, just have fun and do their thing?
Players making plays, having fun, want to be on the field, helping their brothers win. Coaches finding a way to get the best players out there to make things happen. And, you know, I'm very proud of those guys, and it's fun to see it. You know, I mean, Isaiah Shirley's been on the scout team for most of the year, but he's been making life hell on our offense. So I was like, you know what? Why don't you go make someone else's life hell for a day? And so proud of him and happy for him.
Do you think that risk taking has led to a lot of the success in the last 4 weeks?
What risk taking?
Just in terms of like moving guys around,
Yeah.
or do you view it as a risk?
I look at it as putting the pieces in the right place, you know, and scared money doesn't make money. And so, to me, it's some of these other guys are on film not getting it done, and like, we can keep doing that, and that's the definition of insanity, repeating something, hoping it gets better, right? And, or we can put someone else in there and see if they can do it. And so that's what we've done, and to our players' credit, you know, they want to just play, they don't care what position they play, they just want to get out there and play, and I love that about them. All right, we got a
Is that
bus
good?
ride here, I need to get back.